Too much internet.
And welcome to another episode of the TMI podcast. If you're hearing this dead silence, is because I chose to come on with some sunglasses on, and my compadres here are not reacting to it very well. What's wrong with the sunglasses?
Fuck.
You don't like my sunglasses?
It's this fucking dweeb.
What's wrong with these sunglasses?
Wearing sunglasses outside.
Inside.
Inside.
First of all, if you guys have something to say about my sunglasses, how about you say it to us at youtube.com. Make sure you search Too Much Internet because we don't have the link yet. Because we only have like 18 of you and we need 100 of y'all. So
whoa, 18?
Right. So our YouTube channel is legal. But like, yeah. But we'll talk about people dealing with unlegal children in a minute. Yeah, follow us on YouTube. Search Too Much Internet. And you'll find us on YouTube. You can see these good sunglasses that look amazing on me. What do you guys think?
No.
Why? What's wrong with it?
They look alright.
What's your sunglasses?
I don't have it.
You guys are just not being in the mood right now. I don't like this. We need to be in the mood. We need to set the mood. We need
What's
to make
the
sure
mood that you want to set?
You know, it's just we gotta set the mood. You know,
What's the mood?
What's the mood?
It's a look. The mood. You don't talk about the mood.
Shut the.
You just. Oh no, I disconnected. You just make the mood.
You just feel the mood. You don't make the
See
mood.
right now. See what happens when you disrupt the mood. Things get disconnected.
Everything.
And then now we're back connected.
Shit.
We're back connected now, and the mood is back. The mood's
I
back.
don't think so.
We gotta set the mood. Karina, not in the mood right now. Karina's not in the mood.
She
Hector,
ever mood?
kind of in the mood. I don't know.
I have nowhere to go.
Hector has nowhere to go, which is not the move. You gotta know where you're going. That's the move.
I'm gonna go this way.
Set the mood. Come on, Hector. Is the mood?
I guess I wasn't ready.
Oh my God, Hector does not know how to be ready for the mood. Karina in the mood today.
What's the mood?
What's the mood?
You can't really describe
the mood.
Look, it's indescribable. You know, like God, like you can't describe God. God is the mood, but the mood isn't God, yo. Not in Karina's terms.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I just don't know why we're being complicated right here and right now, but to be honest with you, the only important thing I gotta say is follow us on youtube.com/Too Much Internet and make sure you search it up because, look, you have to shamelessly plug.
Is that really the most important thing you have to say?
What do you think is the mood for the important thing I have to say?
Oh, what mood?
Hector just doesn't know how to set the mood. That's the problem, Hector.
I don't know how to set one
You're
mood.
here with no mood, but you got to be here and set the mood. You got to set the mood, right? But this, that's a joke. This is not the move, right? It's this.
Is it move or mood?
Mood.
You said move.
Don't try to, don't.
But you just said move.
It's the mood.
Yeah, I bet.
But you're not making the mood right now. Karina's in the mood. Look at the white room she's in, and you can see it on YouTube. Look at the room she's in. She's in the mood with the room. With the move. There's the mood, and then there's the move, but you're not making moves to make the mood. Are you following me here?
I'm gonna slap the shit out of you, yo.
That doesn't sound like the mood right now.
Is that the mood? What's the mood?
That's the mood.
I know what the mood is. I know what the mood is.
Hey guys. Whew.
Oh, who were we just talking to?
Oh my God, I don't know. Something about words with M and nude and pood and mood and I don't know. I just got confused. How are you guys? How are you guys doing?
I'm doing great. How you doing, man?
Okay.
Pretty good. Karina's really dying to eat some eggs right now. How do you like your eggs, Karina?
Scramble con salchichita y jamón.
Okay.
Salchichita
y jamón. That's the.
She felt like that was
Mexican
necessary.
way to eat that shit.
Yeah.
Is that what's like a true Mexican breakfast? It's not like you're in the council of Mexican people, but I'm just asking what you would think is one of the biggest.
That right there with tortillas.
Yeah.
That with tortilla?
And frijoles.
And frijoles?
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever done beans for breakfast.
I always do beans.
For breakfast?
Breakfast, lunch, Dinner. Dessert.
You're just a huge bean. You're just a bean.
I am a bean.
Right now, you're a black bean. You're a black bean right now. You could be a brown bean. Do you like a little bit of like? I am clearly
a brown bean.
What about baked beans?
Y'all heard that?
What was that?
Yeah, what was
that? That's
that?
Outside.
Oh, that's the fireworks?
I don't know what that is.
I mean, I'm hoping that's a firework. Are you guys still having fireworks done in your
yes.
apartment? Yeah.
Yes.
I still got it going on here. I think there was just another statement out with Cuomo saying that like they're trying to hunt down a little bit more on it. Well, can you really hunt down on something like that? Because like people are just not gonna stop. We went episode. We went into the conspiracy.
All the time. It happens all the time. Like every year, there's fireworks everywhere.
Now, not like this.
Well, obviously not like this, but like you can't stop it then. How are you gonna stop it now?
It makes me wonder how bad 4th of July is going to be, though.
Don't remind me.
Yeah, 4th of July is going to be very strong.
It's going to be popping.
Oh, wow, MetroCard. I haven't seen one of those in a while. You can see it right now on YouTube.com, though, for us letting you too much into it. But I have not looked at a MetroCard in forever.
Me neither.
Like,
I haven't used one in forever.
I haven't swiped one. I don't know if my arm is still good. I don't know if, like, you know how there's a timing for swiping your Metro?
Yeah.
It's like... And then the buses always just throw you off because you got to go like, and then...
I mean, you don't have to do that on buses anymore, right? You know this, right?
No, what do you mean?
No.
Because you can't enter through the place where you swipe, where you put in the card. Because there's a thing blocking the driver.
I guess it's enter through the front and to the back.
Oh, because it's free now. That's why you're talking.
Yeah, it's free.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Is it still free even though we're opening up phases?
I mean, I guess so.
I haven't been outside.
Why don't you make the train free? That's the better question.
Facts, yo.
The trains are not running from 1 to 5, by the way. I don't know if you...
Oh, okay.
So just...
they're still not doing that?
Yeah, they're still not doing it. And we have shenanigans planned soon. And so...
So we got to be home by...
Yeah, we got to be home by
1.
By 1, yeah, maximum. So, unless you got Uber, but... Seeing the Uber rates right now, absolutely excited.
No.
Hector has other important things to spend his money on right now. That's not Uber. Like, for example, getting his hair rebraided. That's right. You didn't know I was going to throw you that fucking curveball. You should see his reaction on youtube.com/too-much-in-this. But, yeah, he did not see that. And then I'm going to call Karina right now. Watch. Ready, Karina? Karina?
Why are you saying all that?
The room is lighter than your mood. Ah, look at that. Look at that. Ah. All right, now I'm gonna.
You got me there.
What would you?
What? What were you gonna say?
Go on, you okay yourself?
Say what you're gonna say. Say what you're gonna say.
What do we decide what we're gonna name Eddin with sunglasses?
Do you want to name me with sunglasses? Am I not the same person?
No.
You said you weren't the same person.
No, Karina with sunglasses and other shit is not Karina. You, when you're too drunk, you're obviously Connor. And then when I have sunglasses, I don't know. We gotta see what the mood is tomorrow.
You gonna do sunglasses?
Yeah, maybe I should just call myself Mood whenever I have sunglasses on.
I like that.
That's Mood. I'm Mood.
Mood?
Mood, yeah. And then if I'm not with the mood, I'm not with the vibes. It's just not happening.
Well, you know,
that's right.
Vibes,
mood or the vibes? Are we with the vibes or do we follow the mood?
You know the fucking vibes.
Like, how do y'all let's say you get into a party, right? Now walk into a house party, right? You were invited by like some like friends of friends, and you're like, all right, I'm gonna take that extra step in my social life and actually go to a party. You're gonna have 2 panic attacks before. Then when you get there, you have 1 extended panic attack. Then you get there, someone's like,
no. It's like you stop outside and you're like, fuck, do I go in or to leave? You have to make the decision. It's like, all right, I can still turn back.
Yeah, but like you're right there at the door, and then you kind of have to decide. And you're like, do I knock? Do I ring the doorbell? Or do I text the person and be like, yo, open the door for me?
I definitely would.
It's sad because you're a grown person, so you should just open the door like a normal person because it's a house
Exactly, because you've been invited to the house party, so I was waiting for you, right? But no, you text the person, be like, yo, I'm already here, so please open the door. The door is already open, so.
Is that your responsibility? If you invited someone to a house party, do you have to go open the door for them?
Yes. If they don't know anybody, then yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I feel like the fear in the back of your head is kind of like you walk into the party, everyone's having the time of their life.
Party.
You walk in, and everyone just gets quiet, like, who the fuck is that? Who the fuck is that? Like, I don't like this person. What are you gonna say, Hector?
I was saying, you remember the house party we went to?
Mm-hmm.
Like I had the same reaction before we went inside. I was like, fuck. I didn't want to knock on the door. Like, yeah, I was just like, what do we do? I let you take the initiative and you do your thing, and I was like,
well, you were the absolute like invited to the because my friend Jasmine, shout out to Jasmine. Jasmine invited me to go with her to a party that was not far from my block. Then I was like, oh, can I bring my boy? Because he's a fun time, and can I bring my homegirl? Because she's also a fun time. Karina immediately goes, I'm taking a shit right now, so that's not going to be for another 5 hours that I'll be there. And then I was like, all right, bet. And then Hector was like, I'm on my way. I was like, I didn't even send you the address yet. And I was like, and you're like, don't worry about it. I was like, all right. So he was invited. I was invited through her, who I invited. Then I invited you. So I feel like that is such an outer circle. So I get the anxiety of it. But you kind of came in with us. So it's not like if you were alone, I get why it was a.
My mom is commentating in the back right there. I don't know if you can hear her.
No, what is she saying?
She's just mocking me.
Oh,
she's like, mocking everything else.
True.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Shit like that.
That being said, do you guys still have? Well, now that we're gonna go back, sort of back to normal, because now I don't know if y'all
There's
heard
no going
this.
back to
I don't know
normal.
if y'all heard this, but I needed to do it 3 times. Certain states are not going forward with doing indoor dining because they're seeing the reaction from their outer states that are now having spikes of coronavirus. That's a thing now, which is interesting because Long Island is in phase 3, so they got indoor dining. We don't got indoor dining yet. We don't got indoor dining, right? Do you think that we're gonna stop at phase 2 and go back, or do you think we're gonna just let it go as far as possible and then reel it back? Do you know what I mean? Like, do we stop? I
think we're gonna.
Do we stop while we're ahead, or do we keep going until we start seeing faults?
I don't think they're gonna go back. If anything, I think they're just gonna stay in phase 2 longer. I don't think they will revert back.
Oh, you don't think we'll go backwards?
No.
Okay.
I feel like New York is sort of so much for pushing forward, and like they don't want to admit when they're wrong. In a sense, they didn't get it wrong. So I think he's just gonna either keep it or just extend phase 2 or go forward to phase 3.
Now, for that, well, that being said,
with the city,
what do you think? Well, what have you guys been seeing on your social medias when it comes to people like being out and shit? I'm sure you see people going out and whatever.
Oh. It's like everything's back to normal.
Just like normal shit?
Yeah.
It feels like everything's back to normal. Like everyone's just out.
You guys haven't hit.
There is like that sense of it's not fully normal. There is that in the back of everyone's mind is like, all right, you can get sick. Like quarantine and coronavirus is still present, but it's like people are just doing their own thing.
You guys haven't seen. You guys haven't gone to an outdoor dining place yet, right?
No, I haven't been to the city at all.
Yeah.
Is there no outdoor dining in the Bronx? Any places that are
not around here?
Okay. I was driving yesterday, and what's interesting is a lot of establishments are, I guess Cuomo or de Blasio gave an order where you could kind of expand your outdoor dining. Like you could take an extra piece of the sidewalk or the road, as long as it's a one-way street, you could take that piece and then make it a part of your outdoor dining experience. So the people who if they had only 3-4 tables, you could have 7, which is a good amount. Or
I was driving,
nobody,
I was driving yesterday too, and it's whatever now. But I saw that. I think that we went down to 231st, Kingsbridge, and there was picking up some stuff from Walgreens, and we actually bought food at a Dominican spot. And I was driving up, and I saw one of the bars that got revamped because like gentrification. And they extended it to the like seating to like the sidewalk.
Yeah, clubs are doing that big. They're like, but it was weird because I saw a story where someone was showing another story, and in that one it was a club and it was outdoor and it was packed.
A club?
Packed, yes, packed. I don't know where there were. Obviously not in New York City. There were packed. It was outdoors, but it was packed, and it like freaked me out because I'm like, fuck, like why are you all so close to each other right now?
I've been seeing a lot of that, but like in the Lower East Side and the West Village, where just like hordes of white people just hanging out outside of bars without no mask, hanging out.
I heard hordes of white people. I'm like, oh, hordes of white people. Oh, that's crazy. Hordes, yeah. Yeah, they're all just like fucking.
They're just chilling. I was like, okay.
But like really like with like arm, almost like shoulder to shoulder type shit.
Yeah.
When we see each other, do we like pound it and then like keep 6 feet away from each other? Like how do we do this?
I'm gonna just bear hug you and kiss you on the cheek.
I can see that happening. Okay. I'm not consenting to it though. I'm just like. So if you do this, it is against my rights. So no. Okay. But what about Karina? How do we say hi to Karina?
You can give me the ET signal.
The what signal?
The ET signal. Just
we just touch fingers. But that's how we transmit Corona.
That's okay.
No, I thought we were trying to avoid Corona.
You saying we have Corona?
Yeah.
If we fist bump, it's gonna be the same thing. We're still touching.
We can't touch.
No, it's a little like manlier, you know? Guys, when it's manlier, it's not.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Stupid. Shut the fuck up. Do you guys have wands?
We have what? Wands?
Wands.
What kind of wands are we talking here?
Harry Potter wands.
Oh no, I don't.
Oh.
I don't have a Harry Potter.
Magical wands.
No. Do you have a?
I have a wand. I could bring it and like I could just like touch it after it.
We could touch
you're gonna solely bring this wand just to touch me?
I'm doing it. I'm gonna do it. I'm bringing my wand with me. So
are you guys gonna like carry? Are you guys gonna have like a?
I'm Expelliarmus the shit out of you.
I don't even know what fucking spell that is. What is that spell? What is that spell? Expelliarmus?
Expelliarmus.
Yeah.
Do I get expelled? You're expelling my.
You get expelled out of this dimension, stupid.
Oh, that's it.
It's a disarming charm to disarm someone's.
What are you gonna disarm my arm? Are you gonna disarm my?
I'm gonna disarm your dick off your.
of my area, my pelvic area.
Your pelvic area.
And you just see my dick just chop off.
Yes.
How do I put it back?
It doesn't chop off. It poops off.
It just plops off.
Is there any other spells you know from Harry Potter?
Reducto.
What's a Patronus? Do you take shots of that?
A Patronus is.
Shut up.
It's a spell that you cast when you want to deflect the mentors.
All right, bet. Which spell gets me bitches though? I want to know that one.
What spell gets me bitches?
Is it Cinderonus? Is it OK Cupid Lamis? Is it Hinjabaninus? I can't think of any. Is it Coffee Meat Bagels Anonymous? Is it?
What you said?
Is it for Karina? Would it be Heraponus? I can't think of more dating websites.
Stop.
Oh,
hurting yourself.
Yeah, I think Tinderonus was probably the best one. And then I was stretching. Did I name a good amount of them? How many more dating websites are there?
Did you say Bumble?
Ah, fuck! Bumbleonis. Ah, damn it. That's fine. Were you guys big Harry Potter fans?
I am.
Like books or like movies?
I wanted to read the books,
because I don't read.
Yes, I'm not lazy. I didn't really want to read.
I really wanted to
first
read.
Of all,
I'm a little.
Fuck. I wanted to read.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you going? Oh my god.
Yo, you're bringing her every episode.
She got ready. Whatever.
Don't harass your sister in front of the tens of people we get every week. We are realistic here. We know how many people we listening. Shout out to Moreno.
The tense.
Yeah, tense. Yeah. Oh yeah. You guys. So you watched the
Yeah, Harry Potter. I watched the movie. Yeah, and I wanted to read the books, but I couldn't really because I was not really big in reading.
Yeah, I wanted to
something has to really captivate me for me to read. So, but yeah, we recently did a marathon on it. Well, the family likes to watch Harry Potter.
They are long movies, by the way. They're pretty long movies.
Not that long.
But I also wanted to read it, but you know. Yeah.
Illiterate.
There you go. I can't read. Also, I mean, I'm sure it's wonderful because tons of people got into it. Tons of people in high school were super. Yeah. I mean, high school is when Deathly Hallows came out, too. Deathly Hallows came out in high school. Or
yes.
Did it really?
Yeah. Not that long ago, funny enough. No, that's a long time ago because high school was almost...
Shut up. Don't talk about it.
No, high school.
Don't talk about
high school was 10 years ago. In 2 years, for us.
It was 10 years ago.
Oh, but for Hector, for Hector, it was already 10 years ago. Right?
Yeah.
Wow. Our 10-year high school reunion is going to be interesting. I've succeeded nowhere.
I pretty much missed it.
Your high school reunion?
This year. Yeah, it's supposed to be this year.
I mean, I'm sure you guys can have a Zoom.
I think they did something like that. I'm like, oh, what?
Yeah.
I think they did a Zoom. They did like a video thing.
I'll just send like a Facebook message and be like, oh, cool, thanks. I mean, I guess it's nice.
I was looking forward to it, honestly.
To reunions?
Yeah, I wanted to see it. I've always seen them like in like movies and shit, and like reunions, whatever. But I always wanted to experience it.
High school reunions and movies always are weird, though. Like, yeah,
that's how I wanted to experience. I'm like, what is it really like? You know?
Like, do you pretend that you're mad successful, or do you?
Exactly. I wanted to see all the fake, people show up. Be like,
you want to see how you want to see all the douches. You want to see
they're all entrepreneurs now.
I wanted to see all the bitch asses that like bullied and shit. I want to see where they're at now.
I want to see how many Amway offers I get. That's what I want. I want to see how many Wake Up Nows I get. I don't know. I don't know any other ones. I forgot the other ones.
Herbalife.
We had a whole fucking episode about pyramid schemes.
Herbalife. Mary Kay.
Oh my god. Wait, what was the last one?
Mary Kay.
Oh, I thought you said Danny Kay, and I was like, isn't that a band?
Shut up.
It's okay.
Danny Kay.
So I was talking to these guys about we weren't really talking about, but in the group chat yesterday, you know how there's like mad people getting canceled and shit.
Oh, sure.
But a recent one was like a childhood favorite of mine. I guess it is childhood, right? I was kind of a kid.
Who?
When did you watch them? What age?
I guess I was like 10. Not 10. Nah, that's a lie. I was like at least 11, 12, 13.
Who?
When I first started watching Shane Dawson.
Oh,
that's what we're talking about.
Honey, we were 14.
So 14, never mind. Well, I was a teenager, so I guess it's a teen.
We were teens.
Is teen childhood? No, right?
Childhood is more like preteen and younger.
Preteen? Okay, that makes sense because there is preteen. So that he was a teen favorite of mine, but that also sounds weird in my opinion. Whatever. Point was, I used to love his videos. Yeah, in my teen years. I used to love his videos in my teen years. Now, not so much because he kind of transformed from like doing like, I guess.
Your mic lowered.
Oh yeah. Oh, my bad. I guess he transitioned from like doing like he was doing like sketches, like, his own little things and like music videos. But then he eventually turned into like an experienced investigator. I don't know what the fuck happened. Like he was making documentaries, like hour-long videos on YouTube, but like there was 9 parts for each one.
Mm-hmm.
It was about like internet famous people. There was one on like Jeffree Star, and then there was one on Tara Montague. Oh, Karina's video went up. Well,
Monjo, I think.
There you go. And then like I guess he was. Do you know what he was doing? Did you watch those videos, Karina?
I did.
Karina has a picture of Shane Dawson, by the way.
I do.
It's the greatest picture ever. So if you want to talk about an actual fan, there it is.
That would be me.
When Michael Gallagher, was that his name? He came out with a movie and then Shane Dawson was in it?
Who's Gallagher?
Isn't that I think he directed a lot of YouTube videos with Shane Dawson.
I have no idea.
What were you at? How did you meet him? At the AMC, right?
Yeah, in Times Square.
But he had like a movie coming out? or something?
I think he was like supporting a movie.
So it was that, yeah.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, what was I? Oh, yeah. Did you watch his recent videos?
I did.
What were they mainly about?
It was just basically like the controversies of internet famous
That's
people.
ironic.
I know, the controversies of internet famous people. And yeah, the whole story and stuff like that.
So Shane Dawson. Well, Hector, did you watch Shane Dawson at all?
No, nothing.
You look like a Smosh guy. Did you like Smosh? You look
No.
like you like Smosh. You didn't like Smosh?
No.
Damn. Damn. What do you?
Yeah, I never found
Jenna Marbles? You look like you like Jenna Marbles.
I don't know what the
Karina
fuck.
obviously loves Jenna Marbles.
No. In my teens, I was watching more like video gamers. Like just
Like
PewDiePie?
PewDiePie was funny as
I never liked PewDiePie either. No, I was never into those big popular guys. No, there was this group called Life's a Glitch. They used to just watch.
Did you watch like
play a lot of
Rooster Teeth?
StarCraft.
Did you watch like
Rooster Teeth,
their Halo?
the Halo series. I love that shit.
What was that? Red vs.
Life's-
Blue. That's what it was called.
Yeah, Life's a Glitch did a lot of StarCraft. I used to like StarCraft a lot.
Yo, Hector, when he was switching out his computer, right? We were trying to figure out how to clear out space. My man had Diablo. My man had Warcraft. My man had StarCraft. He had
all the battles,
all
all the BattleNet games.
He loved all his real-time strategy games.
Yes, it's a great game.
What's the other stuff you used to watch on YouTube, Hector?
Oh, I'm trying to think back on it. There was just a lot of like more like video game based stuff. Like there's like there would be like they will create stories or create these plots with video game characters, and there'd be mods, and you could like do things outside of the video game frame, and just like it's just like making characters in real life but with video game animations. I was just more into that.
Did you guys ever watch like boyfriend versus girlfriend pranks or prank channels?
I don't care for
Ever?
prank channels.
Never?
No, they're funny every now and then, but like I don't like for me to dedicate myself to like watching prank. I don't know. I'll watch it like in passing, but like
prank channels were a big deal at one point though, but then they got too far. Prank
it's like they do too much for what?
I remember the most. I remember the first video I watched because I used to like prank videos because some of them were funny. Like there was one where it's like a guy wears a snowman costume, but like it looks like just like a plastic thing, right? And then people will come up to it and it looks like an evil snowman. That's what it's called, evil snowman. You'd go up people would go up and be like, "Whoa, this thing was freaky!" And then when they got close enough, he would just like shake, and people get freaked out, or like he would move the head. I think that's funny. Like it's a little jump scare, right? Now, what I don't think is funny, because even when I was younger, I didn't think this was funny, was when people were like dressing up in like Middle Eastern garb and shit like that, and pretending there was
the run thing.
Yeah, that was the sign where I was like, all right, I guess we're done here. Like that was fun while it lasted. Y'all like really made it like crazy.
You ruined it.
That being said, things
for me, Markiplier was pretty much the most. Right? Yeah, that's my dude.
I feel like that's what happens. People are either into Markiplier or they're into PewDiePie. I've never seen.
I just love his reactions. Like he's studied acting as well. So like I guess that's where he lost some people when it's like he's trying to put more of like a production in his videos than some just video gaming and doing it like whatever.
Right.
But he has great reactions, and I feel like whenever I see you streaming, I want you to like aspire to be sort of like him in a sense.
Markiplier.
Like Markiplier.
Have you seen Markiplier, Karina?
No.
He's very much.
Markiplier is awesome. Markiplier is awesome.
I'm gonna send you a photo right now, and I know he is definitely your type. Karina loves big fucking losers. He's not a loser. He's
not a loser, bro.
Not a loser.
He looks like a very video game-esque man, and that is normally Karina's type. But he is a very handsome guy with a very nice voice. Just saying.
Yeah. And so he got big off of like video, like doing scary games and doing jump scares and stuff like that. So just his determination.
Right.
No, she's gone to see the picture.
Yeah, I just sent her the picture.
I can't. Oh wait.
Why are you left?
Oh, that guy.
Yeah, Markiplier.
Oh, that's who he is. Yeah.
Yeah. I love that guy.
Yeah.
I know some of these.
So like most of like even to this day, like during this quarantine especially, I've gone back to him. I stopped watching
YouTube. Doing streaming before this, who were doing video like let's plays, all that. Oh, killing it right now. Because that's why I just started streaming. And if you haven't followed me on Twitch, follow me on twitch.tv/thinkunit.
Wow. Shameless plug.
Shameless plug, yes.
All of them.
But also shameless plugs. You should watch Karina and Hector's videos that they upload every once in a blue moon about things they do. Just saying. One video. But that's enough to start, is the point. That's why I started, because it's like endless content. You're just playing mad video games or you're just doing something. You get to watch Hector's mom while she makes commentary in the background. While Hector's back there, he's like, yo, mom, get out of here. It's my room.
She don't want to pick up the phone.
But yeah. Karina, what did you used to watch on YouTube?
Shane Dawson, Jenna Marbles. Yeah. Nika Hida.
I remember him.
You can't say that. Yeah, Nika was funny as hell. Yeah, I think he stopped making videos, right?
He recently started back up again. Not that long ago. Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about that one. Yeah.
What kind of videos did he used to do? Mommy, can you at least
they were like skits.
Stop the...
I guess, right?
Yeah. There were a lot of skits.
Yeah.
They were like, I remember when it was popular, when it was like shit white people say, or shit Latinos say, or shit black people say. Like that was a big one. I think he did like things ninjas say, and then he did like the ninja.
I used to watch these kind of things too.
Oh, he used to do the how to be gangster videos. How to be gangster, how to be a ninja, and how to.
He did the emo song.
The emo song, yeah, he did a lot of jazz like that.
Yeah.
That being said, I'm more dwelling into like the what we used to watch, because Shane Dawson is a thing I used to watch often. But now he's in a controversy in which he's been in this like a long.
He's been in for a while.
Yeah, because we've talked about this a good number of times. And when I was talking to my friends Bialy and Travis from high school, they knew I used to love Shane Dawson. But it was funny because I was just kind of just watching random clips. I'm like, damn, this motherfucker's racist. Like, so he's getting a lot of, particularly right now where he's getting a lot of slack from, not slack, but he's getting a lot of shit from. Yeah, heat is, so he has a video of when Willow Smith, I don't know if y'all know who Willow Smith is, but she's the daughter.
I don't know who Will Smith is.
I mean, you'd be surprised. But you could also know her not only as the daughter of Will Smith, but also the one who made Hair Back and Forth.
Whip My Hair.
Whip My Hair, yeah. Which was a very interesting song, by the way. Because I think
she didn't have hair in that video.
Yeah, I think she like kind of put all that hair, but like most people wear wigs and shit. But I mean, she was like on it.
I think she was bald.
Going crazy.
Oh no, she balled it up after the video or something like that.
The hair?
Like she had shaved her hair at some point.
Oh, interesting. I didn't know in the.
But video. I don't know if it was in the video or
after that.
She shaved her head after that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
Oh yeah, she fucking hated that song.
She was young as hell.
Oh yeah, she was a baby, a baby. So what happened was apparently
I thought she was older.
Video when he was making
She was 11.
Video. Oh, she was 11.
Makes sense. It makes sense why she cut her hair.
Which is double. But like he like made a video and then he was pretending to jerk off to her. I don't know. Do you know what the video was? I forgot I don't know what the exact video is. What happened in the video, Karina?
Basically, there was just a billboard of her at that time, and then he tried to make a joke that he was jerking off to her, and then he came.
And then he came?
Came.
He was like, ugh.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. First of all, I think...
Why?
I think certain jokes age well, and that one obviously didn't.
Not.
I don't think it was birthed well either. Like, I don't think in any timeline is it really funny. And I don't mean timeline like Twitter. I mean like year or decade or whatever. Because I know some people are like, oh, other people are too sensitive, blah, blah, blah. I can see that. I can see when people are too sensitive to some jokes. But this is straight up a video of him pretending.
Of a child and a grown-ass man.
That's like creepy as fuck. And he does have like a past of doing other creepy shit. But that was more of a gateway to other shit he's done. What are you looking at? Are you watching the video?
I was watching the video. I'm like why?
Like, why would you think
really
that's
see him
okay?
jerking off, I'm assuming, right?
Hmm?
I'm assuming you don't really obviously see him jerk off.
No, it's like the
No,
motion.
he's legit. I'm not gonna.
Like the motion.
He's doing this.
Yeah.
And then he turns around and he's like, "Oh, hello."
Oh, okay.
He lifts
I guess that was just like I guess that was probably just
it's
a way
dumb.
to pull.
It's honestly dumb.
It's a pull.
There's no need for it.
It's a pull. It's just that I'm sure I'm okay. I'm like the video.
I'm sure there's more to it. I don't know exactly where.
But there's no way to make that joke funny. Like there's no joke. There's no punchline. There's nothing. It's just you thought it was funny to look like you were jerking out to an 11-year-old. But I don't think it was because he thought it was funny. I think it was just because like he thought that was the pull. Like, let's say
for shock value.
Right. Us as content creators, we could be very, very true to the content, to our feelings and everything like that. But we could also like spice it up just to make it look crazy. Like the way we edit clips, the way we make things look. So I guess that was his way of being like, oh, well, I guess like he's in the writing room and he's like, I'm going to jerk off.
I don't think he wrote this.
I hope he did.
I don't think
he did. I think it was just improv. He saw the billboard.
I do not.
And was like, "Yo, I'm gonna do it."
I'm only hoping for that because it just lets me know even more that he's just fucked up for that. Because this is just one of many things. So that was a gateway to him being called out as a racist. Now, this one is very crazy to me because if you guys wanted to on YouTube, when you're done watching 5 episodes of the Too Much Internet podcast, there's a compilation of him saying and doing kind of type fucked up shit, right? Not type. He was doing some fucked up shit, which I feel like, again, we're in this cancel culture. We are in this cancel culture, which is really, some people see it as a stigma, but it's also the point of it, the true point of it is to bring into light of the bad things that we just kind of see and deem as normal, you know? So he did blackface. That was one big one, right? He did blackface. But he also said the N-word. Now, talking about the N-word is the thing I wanted to bring up for a minute, where I've had someone actually be like, yo, I heard in your previous episodes, you were saying the N-word, stuff like that. And I was just like, okay, cool. Someone was bringing that light to me. Shout out to the person. I'm not going to say your name because I guess I don't know. I don't want to do that. But they brought that to my attention, and then I had the decision there to be like, no, you're just thinking too much about it, blah, blah, blah. Or I could understand and see where they're trying to help me out and show me like, hey, like that's a thing you don't do, right? Because that was just embedded in me. But I've taken this opportunity to even understand it, and we have other episodes where I've said the N-word mad times, but I'm leaving it up because I know when I was saying that it wasn't malicious, but it's also just kind of understanding like where this word comes from, taking it in more account, but also being responsible and knowing that, okay, yeah, you're taking responsibility, but what are you doing? Because if I'm up here saying the N-word OD, I don't think that really makes a difference of me taking acknowledgement, you know? But Shane Dawson taking acknowledgement of like someone coming up to me. Karina said this to me multiple times. Like I have people to tell me something. It's important to learn that way, right? Because people could have also taken a more public route to just try to out me out, which solves the problem at the same time, but it doesn't make a difference. So Shane Dawson was doing blackface, saying the N-word, but the blackface was crazy. The blackface was like, crazy. I don't know if y'all, did you watch Degrassi, Hector?
No.
Did you watch Degrassi, Karina? Okay, so those were the videos where I remembered from like without watching the video, I remember from a fond memory when he was doing blackface. So there was this character from Degrassi named Liberty. And Liberty, like, I don't know if y'all are ever gonna watch it, or spoiler alert to everyone who wants to watch it, but Liberty has a dead boyfriend at one point.
Okay.
Like he dies in the show. A crucial character dies. He was like from the beginning. But like he like dressed up as like a teen girl, I guess. But then so his way of showing that that's the character was like she was dragging around a skeleton, right? Which I don't think that's that crazy. It's a dead character from a show, whatever, right?
Yeah,
I get
it's
that.
a fictional character.
Right. It's just showcasing like she still holds on to him.
She's holding on to him, and
right?
he's dead. Yeah, I get that.
His portrayal of Liberty was
crazy.
him in blackface with glasses, lipstick. It's just straight up blackface.
And this crazy ass wig. I'm like, yo.
But when I was watching it, I know this for a fact. When I was watching it in my teens, I didn't think of it as a bad thing. But that's also because I didn't look into blackface like that as a teen.
Because we weren't taught that. I mean, we were taught that blackface was bad in high school, but like it wasn't more in depth. It was like just in something in passing in a chapter, like, oh, blackface is bad because of blah blah blah. Let's move on to this other thing. Yeah.
Yeah, which that being said, I think it also shows us that especially teachers now, like they have a bit of a responsibility to like teach people things like that. I learned it with Karina more in college.
In film school.
And we mean like the true element of blackface. It doesn't mean necessarily just having a blackface and the lips.
And doing a character for a fictional character and then them doing like stupid shit, but it was actually more something harmful to the community.
Yeah, the black community.
That was meant for black people to be killed. I'm just like,
and when you learn that, you're like, that's fucked up. Like, you don't want to do that. Now, this is the thing. He has made mad apology videos before for some stupid other shit he's done, but he's made another one because this is resurfacing again, right? He apologized for it, but I don't think he could say anything he wants right now, and I feel like it doesn't justify any of that shit. It doesn't. It really doesn't. Yes, take accountability. No doubt. Like, understand that you were wrong. No doubt. That's cool. I'm glad. But blackface particularly, or just saying the N-word, and he's a white male making his living on YouTube, and that's where he's getting his money from. Because people talk about giving appreciation to making money off of black culture. Right? No doubt. But this is not only making money off of black culture, but also just, what's the word?
Exploiting it?
Exploiting it.
Yeah, like just
ridiculing it.
Yeah, like
making money off of it while making
fun of it. Yeah, at the same time. Yeah. And like, what was another one? I feel like there's been a couple, but he also had like, I was talking to Karina about it, but he also had like a Latino character named Lupita or Lupe, whatever. And
she had like mad kids that she didn't take care of. And she had like a teardrop tattoo. It's like, the meaning of a teardrop tattoo. Yeah. Not to joke about.
Do you guys know do you know what it is, Hector? Do you guys, I mean, in case no one knows what it means, when you have a teardrop tattoo, it means you killed a person. And each teardrop means how many people you've killed. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was just like really the stereotypical Latina. It
was a very stereotypical Chola, which Chola for a while has been, it's a culture from Cali, like Mexican culture from Cali, like a subculture, I guess.
Mexican American from California, I guess, primarily.
Yeah. And so that's like, but that's the thing. I feel like I still see people doing that Chola costume and stuff. So he's because other shit. I don't think he did brown face for that though.
Like he didn't change his skin color of the fireworks or whatever. Not noise is going on. Yeah.
Is it like loud? It's so weird because it's 5:27 when we're recording on a Monday when we're recording, and they're doing it now.
We do all the time.
Jesus, no, I mean I haven't had it during the day in a minute, but that
it won't be consistent, but it'll pop here and there
every once in a while.
Yeah, if it's a good day.
What was I gonna say? Oh, he didn't do brown face for that. He didn't do brown.
He did it.
Either. But he did the whole makeup and shit. But who also got shit for that was, who Miranda Sings is?
Yes.
Miranda Sings sounds.
She does like overly done red lipstick, and then goes, "Hi guys," or talks like that. She was very popular for a while. But a video resurfaced of her dressing up as a chola too. So these are things that I guess people found more funny back then. What happened?
I just
you looking up?
I remember. Yeah.
And then what was another thing he did? Oh,
there's a bunch of things he did.
There's a whole. If y'all want to watch it,
There's a whole slew of things he did
after you subscribe to us, obviously. There's a whole thing. There's a whole compilation of him saying and doing crazy shit. That's fucked up. But what I thought was weird. So he did Liberty. He did other people. One of the Fine Bros, by the way. One of the Fine Bros. Who does the React channel. Y'all know what the...
I used to watch that too.
I used to watch them before they went south.
Yeah, they started making too many.
It's like because they try to trademark React and like they try to do too much. I'm like, you're losing your touch. Like that, they once they went too big on the production, they're like, yeah, you lost it. Like, yeah, the whole premise of the show is
much. It was a lot of videos at
too
once.
Monetized. It was like, you're doing too much.
There was old people React. There's and
then they started doing like different
React,
like
kids React, adults React, YouTube React. And it's just like, all right.
Yeah, like you're doing too much.
Well, one of them does blackface in one of those videos. He dresses up as someone's brother who has Asperger's, right? Who has Asperger's syndrome, and then he literally like eats his own shit while in blackface. So like he doubled down on this shit.
So he committed.
Yeah, he committed. He committed to it. But I'm sure he's doing totally fine right now. So it makes me wonder, right? Should it cause a chain reaction? You know, like what? How do you kind of deal with that? Like, how do you cancel Shane Dawson?
You just cancel Shane Dawson. I don't know. Stop monetizing his videos, which I've seen that YouTube has stopped doing.
Oh, really? Okay.
Stop monetizing his videos. Not supporting him. I don't know.
What happened?
What do you mean?
What are you looking at?
He's in there with Shane Dawson.
Yeah, it's the same
it's
video.
Shane Dawson's video, and then he's
in there blackface, fucking.
It's in the Shane Dawson video.
Yeah,
it's a Shane Dawson video.
It's one of the Degrassi videos, and he like shows up straight up blackface. But it was weird. I don't know if I mentioned the Shanae thing. He has another character that's like from the ghetto, right? Named Shanae, right?
He didn't do blackface for that one, but like you could tell
for that one. So that
you can tell.
Which I don't understand. Like, is it because he was a full-blown adult when he made these videos?
He was 20.
He was 20 plus.
He's an adult.
18 plus, right? And he obviously has a lot. The way he made Mag WAP was because he had a lot of young subscribers. A lot of them.
Young, impressionable subscribers.
Right. White subscribers. Come on, he's a white guy, right? He did a lot of emo rock shit and shit like that. You know, he's like one of the godfathers of YouTube, honestly.
He's the OG.
Yeah, he's one of the OGs. And it just makes me wonder, okay, so now we're in a time where obviously that's just not okay. Like people are more eager to call it out. Understandably. I do feel like sometimes cancel culture is a little too fast. I don't remember what was the last time. The last time I remember when cancel culture was too fast was, I don't know if you guys heard about this NASCAR driver named Bubba, right? Black male, does NASCAR. He found a noose in his garage. A noose.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
There are ropes to kind of help you bring up the garage door, but his was found not by him. It was found as a noose, right? Now what had happened was that someone was trying to do mad internet research, and then NASCAR came out, or ESPN came out with a statement like, we just checked it out. It wasn't a noose, right? So everybody was like, fuck this guy. He's Bubba Smollett. Like, you know, when Jesse Smollett did all that shit. Like, it's another one. And I even was like, fuck, like, this is just setting back a movement a little back, you know, like to the internet. Realistically. Because people are going to feel like, oh, then now everything is fake, right? That's what I feel like. Jesse Smollett was the funniest thing, though. Like, he fucked that up. Hard. Hard body. And then they found out that it was real. That it was a real thing. It was a noose. He didn't even find it. People were so quick to like say that he lied and everything like that. This is where cancel culture is so weird. Like, I like the
quick to jump on the cancel.
Yeah, I like the justice stance of it, but then I feel like every little thing shouldn't just be sent into cancel culture. There's a dude, I forgot what his name is, KFC something, but he was like, fuck, he didn't, I don't know if he made up this he made up this slogan per se.
KFC what?
KFC. He's from Barstool. Barstool is like a kind of they kind of do like a meme page kind of type shit. Consider the source. That's what he says. Consider the source. Because I do think it's understandable to go and cancel somebody. Well, not cancel, but like apprehend, to go understand, see where this is going on. But don't just take one thing out of control, in my opinion, and just try to slander somebody and cancel them fast. Shane Dawson, I get. My man has multiple videos. I don't care if they're not.
He has a consistent pattern of doing this.
Right. A consistent like source of racism and shit like that. And I'm pretty sure there's a lot more, but I feel like a lot of this generation got older and saw this and they were like, wait, this is kind of fucked up. Like,
we were just blind to it at the time. And
what was the shit that I was watching? There was something I was watching. Nacho Libre. Nacho Libre is kind of fucked up.
I don't think I actually watched it, really watched it.
I think
I remember seeing it, but against Netflix.
I don't know. Did they really?
What about it? It's fucked up.
Did they say he was Mexican in the movie, or Spanish, or Latino, or whatever?
Yeah, he was Mexican.
So he plays so Jack Black.
So Jack Black, a white guy, plays a Mexican,
which is
trying to do lucha libre.
Well, they don't say that he is Mexican, but they say, like, in the summer, they say Ignacio.
Isn't he like an orphan that gets picked up by the nuns or something like that?
He's a cook in an orphanage, in a Mexican orphanage. But my man,
how did he get there?
He rocks a kind of strong Mexican, or not Mexican, because that's stupid. Sorry. He rocks a heavy Latino accent, because not every accent is Mexican. But yeah, like he rocks a Latino accent. But it says it's a Mexican American sports comedy drama film directed by Jared Hess. Blah, blah, blah. It stars Jack Black, which is loosely it's loosely based on the story of Fray Tormenta, which I'm assuming he's a. Oh, it's a priest. Okay. So it's loosely based on a story about a Mexican priest who supported an orphanage, and then he became a lucha libre wrestler. It's tough because he's not necessarily playing a Mexican priest because they don't really say it, I think.
Yeah, I know he's a cook.
I mean, you're the one that watched it recently. Does he say he's Mexican?
So it says plot is Ignacio's parents were a Scandinavian Lutheran missionary and a Mexican deacon who both died. Oh, yeah. So he's supposed to be Scandinavian and Mexican.
So he's a half.
It's just tough because let's say if he plays as someone whose bloodline is Mexican, but he looks type Spanish. Like I don't mean like Spanish isn't like Latino. I mean like Spanish is a white, like from Spain. Mm-hmm. Is that harmful?
I mean, in the movie itself, I don't think he. I'm reading like.
He doesn't do degrading. He doesn't. Not that I remember, because I forgot the last time I watched Nacho Libre. I definitely have that on DVD. But he doesn't necessarily degrade.
He doesn't make fun of the culture. It's more like he's a dumb person in the culture.
Oh, see, that's tough.
But there's dumb people in all the cultures. So
absolutely, but then it's like, but you're not. I mean, I don't know, because it's like, because that being said, does it make it fair for you to, let's say, if I'm like supposed to?
Does it make it okay for him to do that, play a character that?
Right.
But you need to have A-list characters to sell movies.
That's how you get attraction. But and I guess I don't know. Were there not any Latino actors that would have made that movie? Salma Hayek plays
who's a good comedy.
Whatever. Yeah.
Who's a good comedy?
Not priest. What does Salma Hayek play? She plays a nun.
That was not Salma Hayek.
Who was it?
This guy.
Wow, you just like think every Latina actress Salma Hayek.
The sister, Salma Hayek. Who is it? Without looking it up.
The sister is Ana de la Reguera.
De la Vega? I just assumed it was Salma Hayek. That's my fault.
Ana de la Reguera. I mean, the rest of the cast is strictly Mexican.
So I looked up. We had to take a quick break, but I looked up a quick list of people who white people who portrayed people of color in film.
The good number.
Which is a strong number.
The good number.
This is more recent, but have you guys ever seen the movie Argo?
Yeah. Ben Affleck's character is supposed to be Mexican American.
Yeah, so that's one. Which is like, see, I feel like that's a direct, like, I mean, he's the director of this film.
When?
He's the director of his film. You know, which
incredible film, by the way, but
what the fuck?
I mean, but Mexican Americans look.
But he's not. The point is that he's not.
Yeah.
Cause like,
but it's like when do you draw the line? Because as an actor, you have to take on different personalities, different roles. You
can do personalities, but not ethnicities.
Okay, I can see that. So
if you're gonna pretend to be something, why not just hire the person of this certain background to do the pretending? Why go that extra mile to do someone else of a different race or ethnicity?
Yeah.
Maybe there's no one that's good enough to do it.
I mean, there's so many actors.
There's definitely people to do it. There's tons of Latino actors that have not been discovered yet, but are more than willing to do it.
So doesn't that cost money to like attend to these people?
It costs more money to hire someone who's an A-list actor.
Yeah. I think it goes back to what you said before, Hector, which you were right about. It's Hollywood. Hollywood knows what it wants, you know? Like a Ben Affleck film directed by Ben Affleck, and Ben Affleck is a pretty great actor, that's a Hollywood name. That's a household name. So it's easier to sell a film like that than it is if you were to get fucking Eddin Martinez or Hector Dalio or Karina Ramirez on film, because then they're going to be like, I don't know who this is. I don't really care.
Ramirez.
Take my cock out of your mouth while you're at it?
Yeah.
Just to my cock.
They could have just not made him a Mexican American. Why that be?
No, because it's based on a true story.
It's based on a true story.
Now that's thing. Now that makes me wonder if
can they just not it's based on a true story, but change?
I don't know,
because that erases the person that actually did it.
See, now that's the thing. So, the character's background is Antonio J. Mendez, because if he's supposed to play that guy, he was born in Nevada and is Mexican American, and then Ben Affleck is mixed European. You know, it's tough because he could have still done Argo and say it was based on it. He could have still been white.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think my man speaks Spanish in that film, does he? I don't remember. It's been a while since I watched Argo.
Yeah, a lot of Hispanics don't speak Spanish.
They could have finessed it like that too, or is that wrong?
I feel like that's wrong.
If to do that,
in my opinion,
and then change it, and he's not Mexican American,
because don't people take things that
I guess that's whitewashing.
That's real.
That's whitewashing because it's based on a true story. If it was based on something fictional, then I would have given it a pass. But because of this person actually did the thing that's supposed to be super honorable and memorable, why would you change it?
Right. Okay. Yeah. I can understand that. Mickey Rooney, which is an older actor, he played Mr. Yonishi,
and the Karate Kid, right?
Is it the Karate Kid?
There was one in Karate Kid, and then there was one in Breakfast at Tiffany's. So which one is it?
Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Okay.
I'm looking at it right now, but he does the stereotypical what was the Asian stereotype, which is 2 front teeth, small eyes.
Oh shit!
He did the hardcore Asian stereotype shit, which is fucked up, straight up. She did this. Oh, Karina's phone up. Juliet played Maria's.
Who?
Maria? I don't know if I'm saying that. Juliet Binoche. She played Maria Segovia, which I'm assuming is. Hold on.
Juliet Binoche.
Point is, she's a French actor who is trying to play a Chilean dark-skinned woman. It just doesn't make sense. Now, this is tough. Now, The Last Airbender. Did y'all see that shitty movie?
No.
So what, a live-action movie?
Yeah.
Basura.
So, The Last Airbender is based on a Nickelodeon cartoon featuring tribes and characters. Oh, never mind. Yeah, of Asian and Native American descent and their journey to stop the Fire Nation and take over the tribes. Most of those characters in that movie are white. Which is crazy. Qatar, her brother Sokka, and the rest of the Water Tribe are said to primarily be influenced by Inuit people and culture, and the titular character of the film series is of Asian descent. The actors who portrayed they spelled characters wrong. Married characters mentioned above were all white with no Asian or Native American ancestry.
Bless you. Say it again.
And oh my God! And then the actors that were of color in the film were the villains. That's wild. Laurence Olivier played Othello, which if y'all don't know what Othello is, it's a
Shakespearean play.
Yeah, it's a play by Shakespeare. But Othello's black. And in this version of Othello in 1965, this white dude.
He's white?
Yeah, this dude played. No, he's not white. He's black in the film, but with black face.
Ah, okay.
And like straight up blackface. Natalie Wood plays Maria in West Side Story in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Maria is supposed to be Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
And Natalie Wood is not Puerto Rican or Latina. She is Russian. And that's her sub-character. Was it? What do you call your co-star? Supporting actor. Her supporting actor was Rita. What is her name? Rita Moreno.
Who's actually
Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rican, yeah.
Johnny Depp played Tonto in the movie The Lone Ranger, and Tonto was the Native American.
Native American.
Katharine Hepburn played Jade, an Asian, Chinese woman living in a small village in China. Elizabeth Taylor played Cleopatra. Jim Sturgis played Jeffrey Ma. Whatever. Point is, there's tons. John Wayne played Genghis Khan. Russell Crowe played Noah. Christian Bale played Moses. Jake Gyllenhaal played as the Prince of Persia, which is it's a recent film. It's 2010, 10 years ago.
Emma Stone played a Hawaiian lady.
What? What film?
Aloha.
No, she not. Hold on.
Yes, she did. Angelina Jolie played, I think, a Latina woman.
Yes, I saw that one. I forgot what that was called. Emma Stone. What was it? Aloha?
Yeah.
2015.
Her name is NG.
But Hawaiian people.
How do you say that? NG.
NG?
Yeah, that's.
What?
The NG. A name like that?
NG? She apologized for it.
Let me see. Is that a nickname?
Emma Stone apologized once again for Aloha after Sandra Oh made a joke about the film during the Golden Globes monologue. Who co-hosted this year's ceremony with Andy Samberg, quipped that The Crazy Rich Asians was the first studio film with an Asian American lead since Ghost in the Shell and Aloha. Ghost in the Shell.
Ghost in the Shell. Scarlett Johansson.
Scarlett Johansson, which is Ghost in the Shell is like an Asian-esque, I guess, movie, right?
Yeah. Anime.
Stone portrayed a part Hawaiian. Oh, nah. Because the Hawaiian, I mean, I guess you could be like from the island Hawaiian, but you could also be born in Hawaii, be Hawaiian, and be white, realistically, or whatever, right? Or black, etc. But she was playing a part, I guess, like a native, part Hawaiian, part
an indigenous person,
which garnered the criticism for whitewashing an Asian role. I'm sorry, Stone was heard shouting from the audience. It's interesting. It's very interesting. It's a lot. But I think nowadays, I think society and social media has a responsibility to make sure they spotlight really good actors who are people of color, or if they're black, Latino, Asian, Indian, etc. We have a responsibility now that if there are people in our circles, in our social media circles, in our immediate circles, I think they have a responsibility to spotlight them. You know, we got Aladdin as well. What is Aladdin? What's Aladdin supposed to be? I'm gonna say he's brown. He's brown in the movie, but Aladdin's brown. The guy who plays Aladdin's brown. The girl who plays Jasmine is brown. Like, it works. How do you guys feel about
Indian?
What?
I think they're supposed to be Indian.
Indian. So Indian.
Agrabah is.
Now, is that messed up? Let's say if I'm from my family's from Nicaragua. Let's say if I'm an actor, but I play a Mexican man. Is that fucked up?
Say it again? Sorry. It's in Jordan.
Let's say if I'm Nicaraguan, right? I am Nicaraguan. Shout out to all my Nicaraguan peeps. But I'm auditioning to play a Mexican man. I'm Latino.
Is that okay?
The actor is the character's supposed to be Latino, but they're specifically more Mexican, and I'm Nicaraguan. Is that bad?
So where do you draw the line?
Yeah, where does that line actually draw? And I don't mean that as in like, well, but I am curious. Like, and let me know what you guys think, whoever's listening or watching on youtube.com/imagine. What do y'all think though? Is that bad? Is that okay? Should it be something for me to be canceled for? Like,
I feel like you shouldn't audition it either way.
Why not? If it's supposed to, but that's a Latino male, but specifically Mexican.
They
don't say that. They don't say it's
okay. If they just say Latino, then go for it. But if they specifically say Mexican, then don't do it.
Oh no, yeah, I get that. That part I think is fine. I understand that. Like if they're like, oh, we're looking for Mexican American men, ages, blah blah blah. But when I've seen casting and when I've done like auditions, they'll say like Latino male.
Yeah, they just.
Then go ahead. That's fine.
I love.
But that's what they usually do, don't they? It's like they'll just like broaden it. A white, black, Mexican, Latino. I mean, not Mexican, Latino.
Whitewashing part's even funnier and fucked up because like obviously they might. I mean, they do auditioning as a formality, quote unquote, but realistically, like they're playing that kind of character. The actor knows at that point. I'm sure. Yeah. But is it fucked up? Like, if you see me in a movie next year, me playing this Mexican American man, but I'm Nicaraguan, but I'm Latino.
Do you cancel them?
Does that blur the line a little bit? It's weird, right?
What was the question?
Is it bad? Is that bad?
I think you have at that point. You at that point have a responsibility to reject the role because it takes you you'll get hired for the role, but then again, if the script writer, whoever's in charge, is like, okay, you're supposed to be Mexican, and you're like, wait, but I'm not Mexican, so at that point you're the one accountable for. But
isn't that part of acting though? Isn't that the point of acting? You're trying to be someone you're not. I feel like it's different when you're...
I think with emotions, not with anything else.
But, if I'm supposed to play an Army veteran, right? But I've never been in the Army. Isn't that... It's not obviously... Being in the Army and being Latino or Black, etc. obviously is different before anything, right? But isn't that almost kind of... Isn't that not similar, would you say? Because you're being...
No, because I feel like being an Army veteran was a choice in the occupation that you purposely chose to be an Army veteran, right? But then you never purposely chose to be Mexican.
Okay, I see what you mean, because that's an occupation.
Yeah, yeah.
So do you think it's wrong if let's say a Latino who isn't Mexican plays a Mexican?
That's where it gets blurry because if it's done before.
I can't even imagine you having a proper yes or no for it, or anyone having, because I don't even know. I would be lying.
A good example is Selena. Selena was played by J-Lo, who's Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rican, right.
And she's supposed to be Mexican.
And people praise the fuck out of J-Lo for that role because she did kill it. But is that wrong? Hector, what do you think? Honestly.
I mean, it all ties down to whether we want to.
She's not defaming her either. She's not making fun of Selena. She's not making Selena look bad. She's making Selena look good. She's portraying a character. You know? But then that's the hard part is that where do you give it leeway or understanding? Because leeway sounds like you're trying to make something good of a bad thing. Where do you understand it, or where's the leverage where, you know, what if Ben Affleck did a great job portraying a Mexican American man? Like, and not hurting.
And he did, but he wasn't supposed to.
Because it makes me wonder where the rules lie. Because I don't know. There's no real rule for it. There's no rule. There's no acting rule. I guess they should set a rule. And, you know, rules. It's just, but it makes me wonder, like, where is it bad? Or where can you make it good? Now, the super opposite case is Robert Downey Jr. doing blackface for Tropic Thunder. Mm-hmm. That was supposed to be satirical.
It's commentary.
Is that still okay? Because he went on to Joe Rogan, right, and talked about it, and he thought it was crazy, but he understood it as the role of making fun of people who still probably think blackface is okay. Because don't get it twisted, there are still people who think blackface is okay, and there's still countries, shout out to the Netherlands, who still do St. Pete's Day or some shit like that, where people initially go and fucking dress up in strong blackface. Blackface, red lips, all the stereotypes hitting straightforward. Still modern day 2020 in this world, they do that. Mm-hmm. You know? Which obviously blackface was, I'm going to say it's part of cinema overall and television and everything, plays, everything. So I think blackface and racism is worldwide. You know, you can't, just because you're not from America doesn't mean blackface is still not bad.
Right.
How do you feel about that then? You know, like how do you feel? Because his is satirical.
Mm-hmm.
He puts a deeper voice. He gets a fro. He's the dude playing a dude disguised as another dude. Like, where is it wrong?
I feel like that wouldn't fly now, but I get like where they were trying to do with the, you know, it's a commentary saying like how actors would go to such lengths to portray something that they're not, even change their skin color, you know. So I think that the point there wasn't to make fun of black people, but it was make fun of people who think that's okay.
Right. Because he hit the hard like accents and stuff. I don't know if he said the N-word and shit, but he hit the hard accents.
I don't think he did. He had like a strong southern accent.
Which is funny. Now, lastly, for this thing to just kind of wash, and we'll go into the word of the week with Hector, the man over there. Certain TV shows, animated shows, certain actors are dropping from their roles, being black kids, characters, whatever, in their animated shows. So, for example, I don't know if y'all watch Family Guy, but Cleveland was voiced by a white guy, and he dropped the role, and he said, nah, it's fucked up. I'm a white dude voicing a black dude. What's that? What's Big Kids, Big Nose, Big Mouth? Big Mouth. There you go. Big Mouth is with Nick Crow.
What is that noise?
Is that me?
That's me. That's a train.
Oh, that's a train. There's a little black girl who's voiced by a white actor as well. How do y'all feel about that? What do y'all think? Like, is that fucked up?
I was gonna ask if, like, is that a thing where it's like, what if they're voicing an animated character?
Yeah, it's an animated character. Because realistically, like, for example, General from Mulan, right? I don't know if he's an Asian actor, right?
General Tso?
Did you say General Tso?
Zhao?
Is that his name in the movie? Just trying not to react because I don't know if he's being serious.
Oh, General Shang. It's Shang.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
Okay.
I just didn't know. I was just like, wow, Hector's really sinking the ship right now. I'm like, no,
not so. General Tso.
He's really craving food, huh?
Yeah, I was like, yo. Shout out to our Asian American peeps. But yeah, like, the guy who sings his voice is Donny Osmond, who's a white dude.
All
is
right.
that fucked up?
But BD Wong is the main guy.
Okay, but he's the main guy. But does that? But you're having a white guy sing.
I love BD Wong.
And he's supposed to be an Asian general, a Chinese general. Is it Chinese?
It's China versus Mongolia.
So yeah. So he's Chinese in the thing. You have Donny Osmond singing the role. Is that bad?
I don't think it's wrong as long as like the guy who portrays the character, like the speaking parts, he's still involved in the majority of the production. Right. It's just singing. You know, you can't really tell accents because of singing. I guess that's what I think.
The thing. I mean, he doesn't have to have an accent to sing. You know, he doesn't have to sing his.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you can't tell an accent when you're singing, which is like why. I guess you can kind of.
It's so.
Can you pick out an accent? Can you pick out an accent in animation?
Say that again. I'm sorry.
That's what I was like going through in my head. I was like, can you really like. With voice acting, you can do anything.
When you hear animation, I don't think I hear an accent. It's just like a uniformed kind of language. Like there's no accent in it.
Cleveland didn't have a black accent.
It was just like a dark, a deep voice.
He had like a very monotone, like I don't know how to do the voice, but he has a very
deep voice,
monotone, like calm voice.
Who?
Right? Cleveland in Family Guy.
What was it? Was it high pitched? No.
I don't know, but yeah, like I don't remember what the little girl sounded like.
He had a high pitched laugh.
Apu was a big deal too.
From The Simpsons.
From The Simpsons, because the guy who was doing Apu did an Indian accent.
He did.
I get that.
That was.
But again, the intent wasn't to be racist. The intent was just to be an Indian.
To portray the character.
An Indian guy in a convenience store.
But why not in that case just get an Indian American person to portray that?
Which is fair, yes. I think they could have just from the start gotten... but he didn't only do Apu. He did mad other characters, and he was like, oh, I'm going to also just do this Indian voice too. You know?
Yeah.
Like
it's funny. They Simpsons said that they will no longer have white actors voice non-white characters 2 days ago.
What's going on now? People are reacting to it. To all these things, and they're kind of figuring that out. There's no real big correlation other than the fact that it's like the portrayal of a black character, of a black person, a Latino person, a Latino character. It's just there's a weird blurred line. I personally think, like, especially because I never thought about the whole like Latino male playing Mexican American, or like if you're a black person. Let's say you're not African. Let's say you're Jamaican, but you're doing a film and you're supposed to be African. Is that fucked up? If you're brown, if you're from Bangladesh, but you're trying to be an Indian person in the film, is that fucked up? You know what I mean?
Because the cultures are so their cultures and.
Because obviously not.
There's so much similarity in them.
Because it's fucked up. Because some people, you know, I'm still sure that some people nowadays they'll look at me and they're like, "Oh, like fuck this Mexican," and blah blah blah. And like people will still say shit like that. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Right. So that's where I'm like, I see where you could, I can see in a micro level where that can be harmful. Like you're kind of helping that out. Fuck, that's so tough. That is very tough. And I can't even think about other people who did like they played minorities in films. But it's a thing. It's still a thing, low key though. It's still a thing. They just don't make it as obvious. They don't do blackface. They just kind of like change the character. But it makes me wonder what's still, I mean, I don't know if it's what's still good, but what's okay, you know? At the end of the day, it's about growing and the changes in culture and society. Because before we started the episode, I was talking about how I loved Rush Hour. I love Rush Hour. I think
Rush Hour was good, man.
You love Rush Hour.
1, 2, and 3. I fuck with Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker. An amazing duo, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I think Rush Hour's fucked up though, because Chris Tucker makes fun of like Jackie Chan for being Chinese, but then Jackie Chan makes fun of Chris Tucker for being black. So it just goes back and forth because the point is that they're very different but alike at the same time. They're both cops, but they're both two different like senses of minorities. who are trying to adjust to each other. I get that part, but that was also the humor more so back in the day. Like when the humor were like fart jokes and shit like that, that was still a thing. But you guys don't think Rush Hour would fly now?
I don't think it would.
I think it would still fly.
I think it will still fly because I feel like there's just so much love for Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker and for another Rush Hour. I think it will still fly.
Yeah, but if you had a white dude playing Jackie Chan's role and then another white dude playing Chris Tucker's role, like you're fucking it up. Like that's like obviously that's like the most dumbest and most obvious.
It only flies because of those two characters.
Yeah, I mean
because of those two people, those two actors.
Like I was that right before we started that Jackie Chan has a scene. I still think it's funny as fuck, but he goes into a bar when Chris Tucker is in the same bar, and Chris Tucker goes to the back to interrogate someone, and Jackie Chan is just trying to fit in. Legitimately, as an Asian American who does not know anything about American culture, right?
I don't think he's Asian American. Then he's just Asian.
He's straight up from Asia.
He's just straight Asian.
He's Chinese. Goes into the bar and then like goes up to the dude and he said, "Hey, what's up?" And then he says the N-word, and the dude just like he just goes into a whole altercation. That was the whole point. Not N-word with the ER, but with the GA. But like he says it so happily. And like the guy just looks at him like
he's like
yeah, he's like he doesn't know that it's wrong. That's the funny part to me. He doesn't understand like that's fucked up. That was wrong. Shit like that. Last thing before we really finish this topic and go to the word of the week. Do you guys think that we do cancel? Do you think cancel culture is too fast? Do you think it's at its right speed, or do you think we need to slow down cancel culture? There's no right answer.
I don't think. I'm for people addressing the wrongs and then changing how future things are done. Canceling someone fully for the things they've done in the past, and I don't know. It's weird. Like,
there's different.
I get what, like, depending on what they're canceling exactly. You know, like if you cancel rapists and racists, murderers, canceling people who probably very ignorant and very dumb at the time that they did something to monetize and make money.
I think that's an example of modern day canceling.
What?
This is like Doja Cat.
Doja Cat, like she appeared in like racist chat rooms and shit like that, saying that like the strong N-word and wow.
It's like you don't really know people's intentions. Like Doja Cat, I feel like she was just trying to make money. Maybe I don't know. She was just like trying to like get their attention to like. I
think it makes it wrong. I think it's still.
I honestly, you know, it's not right, but it's like because she's famous and there's just all this attention on her, she has a responsibility. So you know, she has a platform. She has to do certain things a certain way. But I don't know. I think people shouldn't cancel right away. I think people should attack and like get the, bring the awareness up and like make things address things so that things are talked about and things are like discussed to a point where we progress further. And then if nothing really happens with that person, and it's like, oh, you're not really getting it, then cancel.
Yeah, because at the same time, I feel like there's only so far in canceling. Bringing awareness is one thing. Making sure people know about it, make it publicly known is another. But making sure they're canceled, I feel like it's so tough.
Yeah,
like those are cats.
People can say like, oh, you're canceled, but you're not really canceled. You still have your supporters. There's honestly people who still don't care, regardless of. It's the cancel culture. Like you want this person to be canceled, but like they're not really being canceled because they're still gonna have people who don't really care about these kind of topics. Like the Generation Z, like they're very much more woke. I feel than like, and they're much more in tune with their emotions as the millennials are. Like they're much more quick to like tell you how they feel and put you in your place and all that stuff. But like at the same time, I feel like a lot of them don't care too much about certain things, and it's just like when it comes to my sister, like I'm seeing like the way she thinks, I'm seeing the way like other younger people think, and like they don't really care too much. Like it's like they like what they like, and like if the person, it all ties down to like what affects you. Like if shit doesn't really affect you like that in your life, they're not gonna care too much. That's why I feel like canceling it's not gonna really work as one intends it to work. It's not going to be as effective because like
cancel Shane Dawson.
You're going to have people like you can cancel Shane Dawson as much as you want, but you're still going to have the supporters who are going to be diehard fans who like will love his work. So you're not going to cancel him. He's going to lose a lot in the long run, and like he's going to feel like shit because like a lot of people have seen what he's done and know the shit he's done, and like he's going to feel that like if he has any kind of empathy and sympathy, like he's going to feel that, and it's going to hurt him in the long run. But is he going to really lose out? Some, but not everything. He's going to be fully canceled.
What about you, Karina?
That was a question? I'm like thinking about it.
You think cancel culture moves too fast, too slow?
Okay.
Like, how do you feel about it?
I think it's too fast. Like people.
Let me bring it to something a little bit more particular for you. Lady Gaga did a song with R. Kelly. R. Kelly, even in the 2000s, was still being accused.
There was allegations of him doing stuff
of like
that he shouldn't be doing,
raping and having what's the word for someone who's younger? Having
statutory
sex, whatever.
Statutory rape.
Statutory rape. There you go. When they're younger than you, whatever. Ooh, brown or red, orange. Yeah. So how do you feel about because they didn't? I don't know if they really did. You would know. Did they really come for Lady Gaga for that because she worked with him, or did they kind of just like bring the light to it? And then because I know she did an apology and stuff.
I mean, So Lady Gaga's fan base is a whole monster, not pun intended, thing of its own. That she has such a very strong fan base that I feel like they would be willing to forgive her for whatever she does. But
there's nothing wrong that she can do.
there's nothing wrong that she can do. But luckily, I'm not blinded to that. I obviously know that she has worked with people that have done sketchy shit in the past. R. Kelly, Terry Richardson, who's a photographer. He's a photographer. Who else? I forgot. But there's some shit. I mean, some people that she's worked with. But yeah, people have definitely have brought it up on social media about the song that she made with R. Kelly, and she decided to just get rid of it in totality and just replace it with the one she did with Christina Aguilera, which is again not saying that she did that so all is forgiven, because as you said, he still had allegations back way earlier than that.
It was just made into a documentary, because I never looked into it, because I've always heard about jokes about him peeing on people, blah, 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 but I never looked into it. Obviously, that documentary came out, and when that documentary came out, I was like, damn, he's fucked up. And then I remember Lady Gaga having that track, and they pulled the version with him in it out.
Yeah, and the message of the song wasn't the best.
Which was do what you want with my body.
Do what you want with my body. I'm just like,
yeah. So anyhow, well, I get what you're saying, which is, I get that. Like, it's the responsibility of the fan, even if they're part of the fan base, to understand what's right and what's wrong. It's just weird because it's like another blurred line is like taking the art, like separating the art from the artist and shit like that, because I'm sure that was just a song she kind of just did, and then she was like, I guess we could get someone was like, let's get R. Kelly, and she was like, all right, fine, and then she did it.
Yeah.
But there should have been an extra step where she should have been like, oh wait, but this dude did all this shit.
But he has some like a sketchy ass past, and maybe I shouldn't work with him because it might bite me in the ass later in the future.
Which I kind of did, because she didn't get canceled. because that blew over.
So here's the thing. I was like, I mentioned to before we started recording that I was watching this video by this kid who like majored in anthropology or whatever, and he was saying like these are different types of cancel culture. One being problematic, and the other one being like true cancel culture. One true cancel culture being like this person did something wrong against humanity, like being racist, being a pedophile, or being a murderer. And the other one problematic is just you not liking the person as they are as a person. So I guess in a way you can classify Lady Gaga as problematic, but you could also like justify it of her should belonging to the true cancel culture because she did work with R. Kelly, who's a known rapist and has statutory rape with underage girls.
Allegedly. I don't know if you don't know these things. You can't say it because if you say that, it's saying that he did that, and then that's defamation of character, and then you can get sued.
Fine, allegedly.
Oh, allegedly he did all this.
Allegedly.
But I mean, yeah, it's weird. Cancel culture. I didn't think about it like that too much. But there's so many lines of because everyone's getting canceled every other week. Every week now on Twitter, I see blank is canceled party. And then it's just straight up of what's going on. But Shane Dawson's was the one that drove me into wanting to talk about this on the pod because, I thought about this way before, no doubt, this happened. We had mad conversations about this. I was just like, wait a minute, this dude, that's fucked up. And then it was also a thing I used to find it was funny, not particularly him doing blackface, but he was just being a character to me. He was being Liberty, and that's it. It wasn't that. It was Shane Dawson in blackface being Liberty. Like he wasn't portraying a black character. Period to me. He was just being a character, but he couldn't.
Because we're not black.
Yeah. Because I wasn't thinking about it exactly. Because I'm.
Yeah.
But
if it doesn't
it doesn't
directly affect us, we don't think about it.
Right. We didn't think about it. It's like me using that word. Like I was just like, oh, but I'm just using it. Like I grew up with that. Like I didn't care, but I'm not black. It's not okay. And that also should go out to my other Latino peeps. Like, especially if you're not of like African descent or like black descent, just don't do it. There's no need. You don't have to use it. Yeah. When I had someone tell me like it says a lot about who you are when you care about something like that. Like it's the most minimal, smallest thing, but if you really need a fight to do something like that, it says a lot about you. I think it really does. And if you're not willing to talk about it or take a second to like think about a change, it says a lot about you. That's part of where cancel culture I could see is progressive, especially, is that changing the idea, letting people know something is not right. This is not right. Some people's careers were in the line for it, and then look what happened. Well, that's the sacrifice you make, is that person's career. But it also shouldn't be any just little tweet and stuff like that to just change the thing. But yeah, that Lady Gaga thing is one particular. Okay, enough of cancel culture. We talked about it for at least an hour and change now. So before we go, let's do the word of the week with Mr. Delgadillo himself.
Delgadillo.
Delgadillo.
I don't like you portraying a person who is trying to correct me in Spanish, so stop.
You can't speak Spanish, Hector. Stop.
Oh. She said you don't know how to roll your R's.
You can't speak Spanish.
You can't.
Now, how about guys? I can't speak Spanish.
That's what we said. That's what we said. You can't speak Spanish. That's what she said in the first place. I'm trying to correct you because you don't know how to speak Spanish. So, last week, we had a good old Jag, and no one commented on that. So, we don't have a...
Stop fronting and get on that fucking Instagram page and put a comment so we can shout you out. Whoever is listening to this, I don't care if you've already commented before, listen to this episode, listen to this word, use it in a sentence, and we're going to just shout you out for the fun of it.
Bet. So, this week's word is... the word of the week for today is juice.
What?
Juice.
Like apple juice?
Like juice.
Oh, okay.
So, the word, the definition...
I heard juice, and I was like...
I was like, wait. Like the beverage?
Yeah. I was like...
The definition for juice is to have street credibility and or respect.
I've heard that.
So some examples is yes, my man Fridge got the juice. Or
no, you need to say true statements, not can't.
He got the juice. Stop lying.
Nah,
that's libel.
Your podcast's intro music. I'll give them that. Because Hector had been playing their intro music, and I was like, "Fuck, we might need an intro song now." Like, I wasn't front on it. Their intro song got the juice.
It definitely does.
Okay.
We got no juice.
Another example.
Our video got the juice. It took a whole quarantine, but we got video now. That's fair. No, it doesn't have the juice. Okay. What else has the juice, Hector?
Well, another sentence that was funny is, I can't be seen with them. They don't have no juice.
They don't have. They don't have no. Wait, are you? But like when they got the juice, like
they got the juice. They got the juice.
They're cool.
They're cool.
I could fucks with them.
I heard that term first from Chance the Rapper when he was coming up, and he came out with acid rap, and he had a song called Juice, and then in the song he says, "I got the juice, which just means he got the swag. He's cool. Yeah, that's what it means. You're cool.
Oh.
Karina, use it in a sentence.
I have some apple juice in my fridge. You want some?
I'll help you out. Ready? Say it with me. I.
Okay. I.
Do.
New?
Do.
Oh, do.
Not.
Do not.
Have. The juice.
No, but I do. It's in my fridge.
I'm sorry, my bad. I thought you did. My apologies. Can you give us one more sample sentence before we go?
I only have two. So how about you give us one?
Okay. Huh. I went outside yesterday, and a homegirl of mine told me that these sunglasses make it look like I have the juice.
All right, guys, thank you for tuning in.
I told her, I was like, yo, that's not the mood. We got to go now because this episode's ended. Guys, thank you so much for listening to this episode of my podcast. Make sure you follow us on all social media, Twitter, Instagram, on YouTube, and add all of us also individually at Karina is going to be okay.
Social media platforms.
And Hector's is Delgadillo_Miss Swag. I be forgetting sometimes. I don't know why. But thank you so much for listening to this episode. We hope you learned anything that you could have, and make sure you use that word of the week on Instagram when we post it on Fridays. We post it on Fridays on Instagram, and make sure you give us a sample so we could shout you out. Okay? It's important to us. It's important. It's important. Bye.
Bye.